Hello, Christina's World Kitchen. I'm Christina Martinez Williams, and I was in the pool, and my mascara is all under my eye, and I didn't look before I came on here. So that's where this is from. I want to make these amazing low carb crackers. These are like salty crackers. They're soft. They're not crispy. They can be a little bit of a crunch, depending on how thin you make them. And then they are great for anything. We're gonna use them tonight for tuna salad. You can use them for salsa. You can use them for guacamole. You can use them alongside a soup. You can use them for so many things. If you like crackers, put the word crackers or like them in the comments. They're so easy and they're so simple ingredients that you're just not gonna want to go back to doing anything else. They do take a moment to make, but they're not terribly a moment, like not so long. Okay, I'm here. So make sure you try these. Make sure you give me thumbs up, hearts, share this video, save it so that you can find it more easily later, because it is absolutely delicious. The girls love them. You can put cheese on them. You can use them. Oh, that's another thing. You could use them for like cheese and meat or salami as like a little sandwich. You could use it with a dip. You could use it. Oh, so many options. Tell me how you would use crackers. These crackers. Well, maybe you haven't tried them yet, obviously, but tell me how you would use them in the comments. We're gonna make it. All right. So we have 2 cups of almond flour. 2 cups of almond flour and we're almost there. We're gonna use 1 teaspoon of pink salt. 1 teaspoon of pink salt. I did not grab my teaspoon. 1 teaspoon of pink salt. And then we're gonna mix this together so that it's well combined. The salt is well combined. And then we only have 2 more ingredients and we're done, and then we just need to make them, and that's it. I have the oven preheated to 350 degrees. Tell me where you're watching from. I would love to say hi. We had like it stopped raining. It was raining really hard and the wind was going today, but it was beautiful earlier, like hot and beautiful earlier. Now I just have it mixed in here. If you have xanthan gum, you can use 1/4 teaspoon of that. If you do not have it, no problem. You can skip it. If you have it, have it in the comments. Xanthan gum makes things thicker or bind, but it's not necessary. This still works without it. I actually don't have it right now, so I'm not going to use it. Kissy, hello. Now I'm going to use 1/4 cup of water. 1/4 cup of water. And then I am going to use 4 tablespoons of melted butter. 4 tablespoons of melted butter. I got back from the pool. I taught 3 different women how to, we worked on their swimming today, 3 women, and spent time with the girls in the pool. They swam for a long time. It was a beautiful day, and then it got stormy. Hi, Rosalie. Hello. Tell me where you're watching from. If you like crackers, put crackers in the comments or like them. If you have xanthan gum already, put have it. If you don't have it, put don't have it. It's okay if you don't have it. So you can see that I'm mushing it together. This so far is 2 cups of almond flour and 1 teaspoon of pink salt and 1/4 cup of water and 4 tablespoons of melted butter. Technically, you're going to want to do, when you make this recipe, put this dough in the freezer. I would put it in the freezer for 15 minutes. You want to chill it a little bit because it's kind of a sticky dough. I'm not going to do that since I'm going to right here with you. So it'll make it easier to work with if you do that. If you don't do it because you're lacking time or for whatever reason, you don't have to, and you can still do it like me and it will work. From North Carolina, wonderful, Rosalie. All right, now I have all of it patted into a ball, and I'm going to press it out into crackers that we're gonna cut before we're gonna mark the cuts before we put it in the oven. So I'm using parchment paper. And I'm gonna create my workspace right here so you can see me, hopefully. And I have a rolling pin, and I'm gonna remind myself whether or not it's gonna stick, because I'm not. If you refrigerate it, it'll have a less possibility that it's going to stick. And then I also wanna grab my baking sheet, because I wanna make sure that I don't make it too big, that it's not gonna, like it will be not on this. So I gotta just remember that as I look at it. And then we're gonna put my big ball of dough in the center of this. Tell me how you would use it. So we're using it tonight for eating tuna salad. You could use it for tuna salad. You could use it for chicken salad. You could use it for like meat and cheese, like crackers, like a meat and cheese sandwich, crackers or finger foods. You could use it for guacamole, salsa. You could use it for a dip. So I'm just gonna go like this, and I'm gonna make sure that it's coming up. Oh yeah, we're good. All right, now let me see if I can angle my camera down a little bit. The girls love these crackers. Actually, my husband loves, we all love these crackers. These crackers are so good. So we're gonna start to just make this. We want it into a rectangle. We want it to cover almost the whole baking sheet. We don't want it to be too thin. Now, if it's helpful if you can get it as even as possible, because it'll cook unevenly, or you'll have to like, this happens to me all the time. So if it is uneven, it's okay. You just have to flip and take out some of your crackers before other crackers, because they'll burn if they're too thin. Well, the other ones are not done yet. All right, so I'm trying not to make it too thin, so I'm going a little bit slow in terms of pushing it down, because I don't want to push it too down that it makes it too thin. Often on the edges is when it starts to get a little bit thinner, just by way of how it works, how you use your rolling pin. I'll show you the thinness in a second. Peanut butter, ooh, that's a great idea. And like a chia seed jam. Rosalie, thank you for that idea. I totally forgot about that option. And that's a great idea. Almond butter, peanut butter with like a chia seed jam. Oh, these would be amazing with that. Great idea, Rosalie. Thank you, thank you. Such a great idea. Okay, now I am almost there to where I think that we're gonna leave it. These are gonna be cooked on both sides. So when we cut them, we're not gonna separate them until after they've cooked on the first side. And then we're gonna flip them after 10 minutes on each. Until it starts to get golden, then you're gonna flip and cook another 10 minutes, 10 to 20 minutes on the other side. And they might have, you'll see, you don't want it to be overly, you want it burnt, but you do want it a little bit golden. And, oh my gosh, they're so good. I'm like salivating thinking about how good they are and how I'm excited that we're having these tonight and that I decided to make them along with the tuna salad that we're gonna have. Maybe with some slices of cheese. We're gonna eat our tuna salad too with some celery sticks. Not celery sticks, not that. We have that, but cucumbers. That's what we're eating tonight. Aldi was out of their peppers, like their colored peppers, the other day when we shopped, so we didn't get those. All right, so good thing I checked because I'm right at the edge of all of it. A couple of them will be a little bit up, but that's okay. I'll show you when I take this off. It comes off really easily. And this is if you don't put it in the freezer for 15 minutes. So if you don't want to, you don't have to. It just makes it even easier. But some of these will be pretty thin, unfortunately, like you can see. Let me show you. So I've got some kind of too thin here. Right here is a little too thin. So I'll have to take these out or flip them sooner than the others. But here, these are a good thickness. So let me see if I can help you see how thick they are. Right here. Now you can see. All right. So from here, all we're gonna do is cut them into squares or rectangles. You get to determine how big that is. It depends maybe on how you're using it, and how big or wide you want them. Like if you're using them for salamis or pepperonis, then make them as wide as the pepperonis, or the salamis. And then if it's not perfect like mine, then that's okay. You just have some that are like ones that you'll just eat, depending on, again, how you're using it. So I'll show you how wide I'm cutting mine. Like I said, we're using it tonight for tuna salad, in addition to our veggies that we're gonna eat our tuna salad with. All right, so you can see the lines. And now we are going to put them in the oven in 10 to 20 minutes. Be gold. These ones, golden. These ones are gonna be really thin. These ones at the very top here, they're just too thin, but they'll work. They're just gonna be crispy. And I'll have to get them out and make sure that they don't burn. The rest of them are gonna be great. So that's it. You can even make them a little bit thicker than I did here, and they'll still be great. So you can figure out which thickness you like. This is pretty good. Some of these will be a little thin, but they're all pretty good. So that is it. Super simple, amazingly delicious. Everyone in the family will like it. If they're eating this way or not, they will like it, and you've got to try it. So let me know if you do. Tell me in the comments how you would use them like Rosalie did. And from my house to your kitchen, global flavors and healthy plates from around the world. Bye!